Good evening, my Real News Media TV family. Welcome back to the channel for another news update. And in the news this evening, Central Village resident shot and killed by police. The Independent Commission of Investigations has launched a probe into the fatal shooting of a Central Village resident, Frederick Clark's Booty Braham, during an alleged confrontation with the police Tuesday night. The police reportedly seized an illegal gun from Braham. It is reported that about 11:25 p.m., an operation was conducted in the Rockland area of Central Village, St. Catherine, when Braham was approached by the police and he challenged them. The police reportedly took evasive action and Braham was shot and injured. He was assisted to the Spanish Town Hospital where he was pronounced dead. 23-year-old man charged in relation to 2 murders in his St. Andrew community. Detectives in the St. Andrew South Division have charged a 23-year-old man in relation to 2 murders, one of them dating back to 2021. He is Rajiv McCreath, otherwise called Raja or Street Youth, of Happy Grove District, Red Hills in St. Andrew. He has been implicated in the November 30, 2021 murder of 25-year-old Kenroy Parker, otherwise called UT, a laborer of the same community. McCreath allegedly entered a property, brandished a firearm, and opened a gunfire, hitting Parker multiple times. Parker later succumbed to his injuries at hospital. McCreath is also charged with murder and illegal possession of firearm and ammunition in relation to this incident. He is also jointly charged with the offenses of murder, conspiracy to commit murder, possession of a prohibited weapon, and unauthorized possession of ammunition in relation to an incident on November 22, 2024. The police say about 11:05 p.m., McCreath and his alleged accomplice, 18-year-old Raymond Mighty, approached a group of persons who were playing dominoes and opened a gunfire in their direction. 2 men were shot and later died as a result of injuries they received. They were later identified as 25-year-old Hobo Duncan, a laborer, and a 44-year-old Ryan Webb, a welder, both of Gusterman District, Happy Grove in St. Andrew. McCreath and Mighty, who is of Mark Lane, Kingston, were apprehended by the police on December 18 during a targeted operation. They were charged after a question and answer session in the presence of their attorneys. The police say court dates are being arranged for both men. Firearm seized in Kingston Western, man arrested. Police from the Kingston Western Division seized a firearm and several rounds of ammunition on Rose Lane, Kingston 14 on Tuesday. Reports from the Denham Town Police are that about 11:20 p.m., lawmen were on foot patrol in the area when they observed a man acting in a manner that aroused their suspicion. The team approached the man, searched him, and found the firearm. The illegal weapon was identified as a Heckler & Koch 9mm pistol and was fitted with a magazine containing 14 9mm cartridges. The man was arrested following the seizure. Investigations are ongoing. Construction worker held with illegal firearm on New Year's Day. An early morning police raid in Frontier, Port Maria, has led to the arrest of a 25-year-old construction worker for the possession of an illegal firearm. The St. Mary Police and the members of the Jamaica Defensive Force carried out an early morning raid in the Frontier Phase 1 community. A house was searched that the construction worker occupied when a gun was found. The make of the weapon couldn't be ascertained due to the rust and age of the weapon, the police said. The man was arrested and charged for possession of an illegal weapon. Acting Superintendent of Police in charge of St. Mary, Anthony Wallace, said that these operations are aimed at disrupting criminal activities in the parish. It is a strategic response to prevent criminal activities in St. Mary, underscoring the Jamaica Constabulary Force commitment to dismantling criminal networks and enhancing public safety, he said. Police urge motorists not to block intersections. The Public Safety and Traffic Enforcement Branch is urging motorists not to block major intersections. In that regard, Assistant Commissioner of Police Gary McKenzie commanding officer for PSTEB, reiterated that police personnel cannot be deployed at every intersection that are sometimes very challenging. In those circumstances, he said motorists must help themselves by conforming with order and ensure that all of us can get by. ACP Mackenzie has also acknowledged that there is a need to install stoplights at intersections that do not yet have the signaling device, disclosing that there are a number of them that we have identified.
We will be there at the intersections that we can afford to be at and those that are most problematic. But the truth is that the resources will not be there to be at all the intersections that are sometimes very challenging. And so we have to help ourselves. We have to conform with order and ensure that all of us can get by. We should really have intersections that do not need the police in terms of how they are structured. Those intersections that really need traffic lights should have them. There are a number of them that we identify. We also should not have those intersections that need stop signs. Then we also need that, and we have identified some of them.
Stakeholders seek solutions amid attacks by mentally ill people in St. Elizabeth. In a bid to prevent further physical attacks from mentally ill people in Santa Cruz, rigorous stakeholder discussions will begin when the St. Elizabeth Municipal Corporation reconvenes for the January term. Christopher Williams, counsel for the Santa Cruz Division, says that the Ministries of Local Government and Health will be engaged to discuss the way forward. In recent weeks, there have been a series of unprovoked attacks on members of the public involving people said to be of unsound mind. In the latest incident, an elderly woman was slashed across her neck by a mentally challenged woman. Before that, a young child was pushed from a sidewalk into the path of an oncoming truck. The child, however, managed to avoid being hit. Councillor Williams, who has been calling for greater support for people with mental illness, said there is a notable increase among that population.
We have seen new faces in terms of persons who are mentally unstable. The question is being asked, where are they coming from and why they just keep showing up in the town of Santa Cruz. It is something of concern to us. There are things that are being said. We are going to basically, I won't mention that now, but we are going to be looking into that. I don't know if they are being carried there, but obviously something must be attracting them. We have identified properties in Santa Cruz. We have the infirmary lands, where there are a lot of properties there. We are saying that we have the lands already. We are asking the relevant ministries to provide the resources so that we can construct a relevant facilities where these persons can be helped. We have a mental health unit that operates out of the Black River Hospital. And occasionally they go through the town spaces and they will basically, do what they can in terms of treatment. Sometimes, based on what I know, the persons are taken to the hospital depending on the situation. But after a while, these persons are then back on the street.
Thank you everyone for watching. See you tomorrow morning at 6 a.m. for another news update.